Hello there, Aquarius, Aquarius Rising, and of course all of you Aquarius Moon people out there. This is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week starting February 3rd, 2020. And just a quick reminder for everybody out there, should you ever wish to get a session with me, you do need to go on ahead to my website. It's called integrativemysticism.com, or of course you may also just simply follow the links below. So what's going on when it comes to your astrology over the course of this coming week? Looks like my cat is going to try to jump up here. Let's just grab him before anything gets out of hand. Here he is, my big bear, just so we don't have him making any noise or distractions. So, on Monday we've actually got Venus, the planet of love, affection, harmony, but also favor, as well as the finer things, in your second house of earned income and employment, forming a very helpful sextile to Saturn, which is currently in your 12th house of your past, your privacy, and your hidden zone, which is, of course, Capricorn. Now, when Venus sextiles to Saturn, usually there's something going on where somebody is taking the edge off of some kind of restriction or limitation imposed by Saturn. And in this case, it could be something professional, or maybe a professional contact, or maybe some kind of gift when it comes to finances and resources that alleviates or frees us from some kind of bind, restriction, or burden that we've been carrying for far too long. This relief could even show up on Tuesday, as this is kind of an overnight aspect. But in the good, in the good case that you are actually experiencing this, and somebody does offer it to you, or we do have this put on the table, I want to remind you all that sextiles do require our engagement. You will most likely have these clues, these invitations come up, but if you let yourself get distracted, or you decide you don't want to do anything about it, sextiles don't tend to force their way into your life, so you have to make sure. If you decide, no, I want to be on Tinder instead, that's on you, but you have a chance to make something work for you here. On Wednesday, we've got Mercury, planet of communications, haste, and speed, in Pisces, same place, your second house of earned income and employment, forming a gorgeous sextile to Uranus, which is actually in your 4th house of home and family. Again, sextiles require engagement, but at the same time, it's assistance. Now, with Mercury sextile to Uranus, there's a chance for a great and very swift breakthrough when it comes to a living situation that you are in, or perhaps a matter relating to home or family, your relatives, or maybe even household income or household finance. Because with Mercury involved, there is a swift pickup or a swift elevation or swift evolution, allowing us to actually go in the direction of a much more maybe easy or pleasant, or maybe even just a quick turnaround on a goal or an agenda that we have for our home and our family that we wish to make happen right now. So make sure you're, again, open to all of these conversations that will be coming up in the first half of this week. Now, before we get on to the cards, I do want to remind everybody that if you are looking for a specific video or you don't know which horoscope to watch, I do have videos talking all about that. You do need to check the down bar beneath this video. And if you're watching on a mobile device, then you want to click on the arrow on the right side of the title beneath this video, and it will open up a down bar. So what's going on when it comes to your cards? Well, for your spiritual themes, we actually have, look at all the cat hair. When it comes to the spiritual themes, we actually have the Queen of Cups upright. This week is going to be all about people coming in and nurturing you. People coming in to help you mend, to fix, and to clear. Because the Queen of Cups is showing up as an assistant, somebody who is coming to be a massive support in your life. However, I am sensing that there is a bit of a caveat here. The Queen of Cups will help you on her terms. Now, it may not necessarily be female, we're just looking at a queen right now. But with the Queen of Cups upright, it's important for you to, of course, remember that this person is, or this energy, or these people are going to be helping you on their terms, their own way. So it's important to understand that if we try to restrict the help that we're getting from the universe, or from people that are coming to actually assist us because of maybe a lack of commitment to leaving a negative situation behind, or maybe it feels just kind of strange, or it's maybe counterintuitive to what you've been taught is supposed to happen, it goes off script. It's good to go off script, and by the way, in 2020, because a lot of scripts are being just completely dissolved from the collective consciousness, This might not necessarily be an easy gift to receive. Are you willing to let things get better? Are we willing to let things get shifted, but possibly also realize that certain creations, certain things that you're working on, may need to get dissolved and replaced by this Queen? As we get to the influx, what's coming in, with the Seven of Cups reversed affecting everything in your life, it is all about reduction. The Seven of Cups reversed is about commitment, and yes, a bit of reduction from, everything that's on your plate right now. Things are becoming simplified, much, much less involved. We see with the Seven of Cups reversed there is room for commitment, all kinds of commitment, including romantic love, but also at the same time taking steps back from perhaps having too much involvement in other people's lives, too many people's involvement in your lives. Perhaps your future or your family's future is tied up in the future of maybe too many different things going on at once, and it's time to pull things back a little bit. Sometimes we get a little bit too involved in a bit of inadvertent, group energy, and with the Seven of Cups reversed, it's important to know where boundaries are and where to reassert certain boundaries. We may be actually clearing your plate of a lot of chores, obligations, expenses, unnecessary stories that keep going on. And this is a week where a lot of you will be feeling that sense of freedom if you're willing to let go of your past so you can have your future. When it comes to the outflux, what's going away, we actually have the Six of Cups in reverse. And again, we have this big focus on clearing and moving away from the past. We are actually relieving ourselves of cycles that may accidentally almost repeat. Now, whether or not they're repeating in the material world, or they're repeating when it comes to maybe how things are always handled in certain social situations, in certain family situations. In a lot of cases with the Six of Cups reversed, we are breaking a cycle, not only emotionally and psychologically, but karmically as well. And it's important to understand that just because something has this big, epic, dramatic story to it, or a lot of emotional currency to it, does not actually give it any real significance. It doesn't make it more significant than anything else that you could possibly have. And there may be some things that you release from your life that, again, are simply taking up space for a better life. When it comes to your material concerns, we have the Seven of Wands in reverse. And it does look like a lot of you Aquarius people are going to be actually doing quite well when it comes to your professional life and your financial life. Just be careful with the Seven of Wands reversed. This is a week where it's very easy to go a little bit overboard. In a lot of cases with the Seven of Wands reversed, especially what I'm getting right now, there is sort of a snowball effect going on, perhaps when it comes to labor you put into certain projects or certain jobs, maybe actually requiring more. Yes, yielding more compensation, of course more money, but at the same time perhaps actually challenging our availability to other things. I'm also getting very distinct need to maybe give some advice about knowing when to stop something from increasing beyond your ability to control it. And this can also include things like venture capital, grants, loans, mortgages. Because of the Seven of Wands reversed, there's a temptation sometimes to get more than we need. It's not to say that we can't handle it, but it will be requiring some finesse in order not to let things snowball too far. When we get to the external, when it comes to friends, relatives, and the other people in your life, we have the Moon in reverse. And I am seeing some kind of secret getting revealed, something being let loose. Something that ultimately does have to get out. I feel like a friend or a relative of yours may be confessing something to you. And quite possibly helping to clear the air around some kind of maybe issue that you are having with them. The Moon card reverse can also indicate quite possibly the revealing of maybe an admirer revealing their feelings for you. For those of you who are available, there might be something going on with that there. Because the Moon card reversed is clearing a veil. It's releasing something that ultimately it's giving you some insight that you could use to your advantage. Not in any kind of spurious way or any kind of sketchy way, but maybe with the Moon card reversed, it's all about learning exactly what you're dealing with when it comes to maybe a friend or a relative we're regularly engaged with. This could bring us closer, or it could push us apart. When it comes to your relationships, when it comes to your love life, we've got the Eight of Cups upright. I'm seeing opportunities for maybe literal travel this week, or quite possibly you and a partner, or maybe you finding somebody new that allows for a bit of an adventure. The Eight of Cups, I'm getting this feeling of not necessarily leaving, but like seeking, going in the direction of something new. Perhaps a partner is deciding that they wish to take on a new type of work, a more successful way for themselves, and they're actually heading in the direction of a new job. Sometimes this can show up for those of you who are, again, single and looking, may find yourself somebody that is maybe a town or two over. We need to be able to make that commute or find a good spot to meet halfway. But it's important to understand that there are some shifts happening here, and we're not taking it at a slow and steady pace. And that might actually be a good thing. Sometimes we over-prep for something that could be very good for us, and it does look like a breakthrough or a few are about to come in to your life, Aquarius. So have a good week. So that's your horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever wish to get a session, you do need to go on ahead to my website. It's called integrativemysticism.com.